upcoming film Downton Abbey, the grand finale, which I believe was released yesterday. Now, let me get a bit of, there we are, a bit of appropriate background. This is the film poster for Downton Abbey, the grand finale. So Viking Cruises have announced a partnership with Focus Features upcoming Downton Abbey, the grand finale. So this is to celebrate the highly anticipated return of the global phenomenon Downton Abbey. The grand finale, and it's released in the UK and the US today, yesterday, sorry, I beg your pardon, yesterday, the 12th of September. So Downton Abbey has long held a special place in the hearts of Viking guests, many of whom were introduced to Viking and Highclere Castle through the series, said Karin Hagen, Viking's executive vice president of product. A key aspect of the Viking way of travel is offering our guests privileged access to cultural treasures around the world, and our exclusive experiences at Highclere Castle, which are co-created with the Carnarvon family, have become favourites among our guests. So Viking and Highclere Castle, Viking's also celebrating its long-standing relationship with Highclere Castle, the home of the Earl and Countess of Carnarvon. Now, if I'm pronouncing that right, I am from very close to Carnarvon. So, sorry, but like Welsh, pronounce it properly. So the Earl and Countess of Carnarvon and the iconic filming location of Downton Abbey, with the launch of a dedicated web page. So go to www.viking.com/Highclere. So HIGHCLERE. Since 2014, Viking has offered guests a variety of ways to experience life at Highclere Castle, with pre- and post-land extensions that include the highly rated Oxford and Highclere Castle and Great Homes Gardens and Gin extensions. That sounds nice. Both of which are available for guests on select river and ocean voyages. Additionally, for guests on the popular Nile River itinerary, Pharaohs and Pyramids, Vikings offers the British collections of ancient Egypt. So if you're a history buff, it sounds like great fun. So that's a land extension after the Nile River itinerary. So it's a 5-day extension and provides guests with an introduction to Egyptian antiquity. I can't say that word. Pardon? Antiquities. I've lost my place again. In preparation for their Nile River experience, and includes retracing the steps of the world's most famous Egyptologist. I'm not having much luck with talking today. Egyptologist Howard Carter and his benefactor, the 5th Earl of Carnarvon. Guests experience privileged access to archives and museum exhibits not normally accessible to the public. That's nice. Wow. And at Highclere Castle, guests have the opportunity to view the Earl's magnificent private collection of Egyptian artifacts. For over a decade, it's been a pleasure to open our doors to Viking guests and truly provide privileged access, sharing with them stories, traditions, and treasures that have made this estate special for more than 300 years, said Lady Carnarvon. So there's a personal and professional tie between Viking and Highclere run deep. Our long-standing relationship is rooted in a shared devotion to heritage, culture, and the enrichment that comes from genuine exploration. So she's also welcomed viewers to the castle on Viking's award-winning enrichment channel, Viking.tv, in her series At Home at Highclere. Lady Carnarvon offers virtual privileged access to the historic home and its grounds. Viking's close friendship with the family has also extended to its fleet. Lady Carnarvon is the ceremonial godmother of a Viking longship, the Viking Skadi, and an ocean ship, the Viking Mars. In 2022, Lord Carnarvon became Viking's first godfather, fulfilling the role on Viking Osiris. In 2024, their son, Honorary Edward Herbert, became the godfather of Viking Hathor. Wow, they're keeping it in the family. Lots of them. Godmothers and godfathers of ships of Viking. So Downton Abbey, in the US, Viking's corporate sponsorship of the celebrated series Masterpiece began in 2011 when Downton Abbey aired on PBS and helped establish Viking as a household name. And this continues today as part of the company's ongoing commitment to enriching cultural programming. So it owes quite a bit to Downton Abbey. And then the grand finale, Downton Abbey, the grand finale, the new film that was released yesterday, follows the Crawley family and their staff as they enter the 1930s. Now, I'm ashamed to say I've only watched a few episodes and I need to really get into it because, I mean, look at their costumes. They're incredible. I do like historic programs, but I don't know. I just didn't really get into it, but I think I'm going to watch it. Says they embrace change as the staff prepare for a new chapter of the next generation, leading Downton Abbey into the future. Downton Abbey, the grand finale, was released in UK and US cinemas yesterday, on the 12th of September. And, I mean, of course, at the bottom of the press release, to make a booking with Viking, visit www.viking.com. I have not cruised with Viking yet, but they're definitely on my list. I like the Scandi design of their ships and having... I've seen a few of their ocean ships, to be fair, actually, docked next to a few of them. Never been on one, but have seen, renderings and photos, and they look gorgeous. And been docked to quite a lot of their river ships. On the small amount of river cruises I've done, I've seen a lot of Viking cruise ships. So yeah, it's definitely one I will want to cruise on soon. If you cruise with Viking, or you're a big Downton Abbey fan, do let me know in the comments. Thank you.